Okay, good evening, guys, and welcome to our analysis session this evening. I it's been a while since I've done something like this. For a while, I kind of stopped. Before we used to do money analysis session every day, but then, like I said, turn up, and then I don't know. I just stopped for a while to basically just focus on my trading and then see how I can improve as a trader. Yeah, learn a lot. I'm trying to come back, but then at the same time, I'm still, how will I put it now? I'm still in the middle, but then I'll be doing these analysis sessions. I think these weekly analysis sessions frequently now. I think we'll just be doing it for now, just on Sunday evenings. Subsequently, we can see if we can shift them and then add other days to it. So let's just see how it goes. But then it's nice to get back to this. It's always nice having you guys around. So let's see what do we have today. So what we're going to do today is more or less, um, basically, I'm an how will I put it now? I'm a day trader, so the analysis I'm going to give is not going to go more than tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm looking out for? Okay, market open. What can I look to see? So I'm going to first of all just analyze my currency pair that I trade, which is NZDUSD. Then you guys can drop suggestions on pairs you want us to take a look at. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah. Hope that's cool with everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So
So
fundamental wise, like I said, we're gonna have a couple of high impact news. We even have this one on NZD. Like I said, I trade NZD, so this is a news of interest to me. So inflation expectations quarter on quarter, and then we have CPI, almighty CPI on Thursday by 1:30. So this news is going to be news I'll be looking to trade. Like I said, I traded NFP on Friday before I could take my profits. The whole thing reversed. It was a crazy day, but then I think one thing I love about trading is that with every experience you get to learn things from it. With every experience, there are a lot of good things to take out of it. So it's fine. I mean, there are a lot of opportunities in the market, and then opportunities keep forming after opportunities. So we'll still get the money back. So let's jump on our charts and then see what we can basically get. Like I said, I'm gonna be starting with NZDUSD. Now, before I start proper, I saw a comment on the group chat. Someone said something that where's that statement that Victor made? I don't know if Victor is on this call. Victor is not on this call. Hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's that comment Victor made. I didn't even see it early self. He said that either you lose instantly or gradually. One lot fee wipe accounts and 0.01 fit still do am. Now only time you go take. Try learn risk management is not key. It only takes time for your account to grow. Well, his comments is I feel it's more or less yes and yes. You get, but then I feel it's quite hard. Because if I'm using 0.01 lot size on, let's say, $1,000 account, I can take, if I'm cutting my losses short, then I can basically take up to 1,000 trades and then not really lose anything. But the thing is, with those 1,000 trades, I'm not even sure I will lose all. Forex is an industry that you really don't even need to know what is going to happen next. You can just walk up and then place a trade and then it enters profits. It's just how the game is. Do you understand? But then, you can have strategies and without risk management, you not do well. But honestly, with risk management and no strategy, you actually perform well. The thing is, with every trade you are learning, this market is more or less like it's something that grows on you. With every experience, there's something to take from it. So risk management, I feel it's very, very important. Do you understand? In as much as technicals are important, I feel risk management, if someone has risk management and another person has technicals, the person with risk management will stay longer in the market. And one thing with staying longer in the market is you get to learn with every experience. Do you understand? So I feel that's just my whole take on it. I don't know if you guys are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Still here.
good. So that's just it basically. So what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start with the 4 hour time frame. Let's see what we have on the 4 hour time frame. So if you look at this market, yeah, this is actually annoying because it's going against what I'm looking to do. So if you look at this market, we have been creating series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then lower low. Price is basically pushing up to create what? Lower high. Now, what does this indicate?
A bearish market.
Thank you, a bearish market. So overall, our higher time frame is more or less bearish. You get one in a bearish trend. But then now, here is the problem. If you come to the 1 hour time frame, we have already started shifting. Do you understand? We're bearish on the 1 hour time frame. We're creating series of lower lows, lower highs, lower low, and then price sort of consolidated here for a while. Do you understand? And then we basically broke up. We sort of broke above, and then we created this higher low. Then price created this higher high, and then higher low now. Do you understand? And if you look at where price stopped on Friday, this was exactly at the 0.618 level of the fib. Do you understand? So it's more or less like price wants to buy. Do you understand? And thank God tomorrow is Monday, so it's a day I really don't want to trade. Do you get? So what we can look to, or what we can look out for on this currency pair is more or less, we have this high here. Do you understand? That price is still yet to break, and then we have this low. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, you see that where price reacted is more or less in a zone on the 4 hour time frame. Do you understand? So we don't want to mess with the 4 hour time frame. If you're conversant with time frames, you know that higher time frames basically influence lower time frame movements. Do you understand? Then as much as this is a downtrend, do you understand? Price taps into that zone and then it sold. Do you get? Now, there's something I want to explain. Higher time frames basically affects price. It can affect price either by price just reacting and then retracing, or it can affect price for a reversal. So since the 1 hour has shifted and then the 4 hours not shifted, what we can look to do here in this case is let's wait. What are we waiting for? If price will buy from here, do you understand? We just sacrifice this buys. Even if price buys from here to the upside, do you understand? At the point it breaks this high to the upside, it will start reflecting on the 4 hour time frame. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So by the time the 4 hour time frame still starts shifting, then we can shift our bias towards a bullish market. But since the 4 hour time frame is still bearish, it's going to be a very risky game to say we want to buy at this moment. Do you understand? So it's just to wait. By the time we break this high, maybe by tomorrow, then we can look for something like a retest and then a continuation. Now, what if we don't break that high? Do you understand? Now, that will even be better, because it will be more or less like price is aligning with the higher time frame was bias. So if we don't break that high, price will basically just come down to break this low to the downside. At the point where it breaks this low to the downside, it just means that we're shifting towards a bearish market. Just like the uptrend, we look forward, a retest, and then a continuation. So that's what I'm looking out for on this pair. Currently, we're just in the middle. Do you understand? We're just in the middle, and then 4 hour time frame is bearish, 1 hour time frame is bullish. So it's just to wait. The next place price breaks will basically determine where we'll be looking to face, buys or sells. Do you understand? So that's what I'll be looking out for on this market. So like I said, this is the only currency pair I trade right now. I don't even trade AUDUSD again. So as you guys can see, a lot of things have changed since the last time I did analysis with you guys. So you guys can drop currency pair suggestions. So I'll take a look at them and then we know what we're looking for.
GBPUSD.
GBPUSD, okay. That's not surprising at all. They outtrade GBPUSD a lot. So, GBPUSD is quite interesting. I have already analyzed this thing for somebody. I don't know who I analyzed it for. I think it's one of my students. So, let me see. XAUUSD. No worries. We'll take a look at XAUUSD. So, let's see. 1 sec. So, GBPUSD. What's wrong? Okay. So let's take a look at GBPUSD. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. GBPUSD should already be panning towards a bullish market. Okay. 1 sec, I'm coming. Okay, so the sad thing is, I thought GBPUSD was already shifting to a bullish market on the 4 hour time frame, but we haven't. So currently, the market is still looking like a bearish market. So price created lower low, we created lower low, more or less created another lower low, lower high, and then another lower low, and then now price pushed up. Do you understand? Instead of it tapped this lower high here. Do you understand? But then it not break it, it just reacted there, and then sales started coming in. Do you understand? So in this case, like I said, we still need to wait. Do you understand? So let's go to the lower time frame. Let me show you guys something. So if we go to like the 1 hour time frame, this is what we have on the 1 hour time frame. Like I said, 4 hour is bullish, but then 1 hour time frame is bearish. Sorry, 4 hour time frame is bearish, but then 1 hour time frame is bullish. So this is what we have. Honestly, I don't want to gamble it. Do you understand? This is what we have. For now, I'm still going to wait. I'm going to play the waiting game. So we had this lower low here. Price pushed up, failed to create a lower high, and then we sort of created this small low here, and then we created a higher high, higher low. This we had like equal lows here, but then it's a higher low because price not break below. Then we had higher high again. Do you understand? Now price is sort of retracing down. Do you understand? Retracing back. Do you understand? To pick orders, and then we basically buy to the upside. Just like NZDUSD, what we're going to do is just the waiting game. Since the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frames are conflicting, what we're going to do is just chill. You get. But then, no, I don't want to even say but then, because that one now, it's more or less like I'm giving people bad advice. So currently the market is here. What we can look out for, once market opens here, by tomorrow now, let's just see how it plays out. It's either the market is going to break this high or it's going to break this low. Now, by the time this market breaks this high, do you understand? It will more or less be that same bullish market. But then at that point, it's really going to start showing on the 4 hour time frame. So it's more or less like, okay, the market has started shifting towards a bearish market. Sorry, a bullish market. Do you understand? But in a case where what we're trying to avoid now is a case where, okay, we say we want to take buys because the 1 hour time frame is bullish. What if we take those buys and then the 4 hour time frame prevail? Because if you look at it, the sell is not just coming out of nowhere. It's coming from a 4 hour zone. You guys understand? It's coming from a resistance on the 4 hour time frame. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I get you. I get you.
So now price is coming down. What we can look out for is once price breaks to the downside now, we know that, okay, that downtrend is what? Continuing. The downtrend is basically continuing. We can look for a retest and then a continuation, basically. Do you understand? But what if we break to the upside? Then it's the uptrend. A retest, once you retest, we'll start buying. Because by that point now, I believe there is a start showing on the 4H. So it's more or less just a waiting game. So whatever happens next, yeah, is going to determine how we're going to approach the market. But for now, we just wait. Let's just use Monday. Normally, I don't like trading on Monday. Let's just use Monday to see how the market will pan out. Hope you guys feel me. So someone said XAUUSD, that was gold. Wahala. The way I'm seeing this, oh shit, I remember gold. Gold did me strong thing on Friday. Oh, shit. Stuff was crazy. Like, stuff was crazy. Bro. Let's see. I could not even talk. I could not even talk. So let's look at the this thing. Let's look at the higher time frame. It's just like every other pair. 4H is actually bearish. Do you understand? 4H is actually bearish. We have lower low, sort of equal lows here, lower high. Then we had lower low. Price is pushing up to create a lower high. As you can see, we tapped at that support turn to resistance there, and we're looking like we're having sell buyers. So what we're going to do, just the same thing like we're looking towards on, or we're looking for on NZDUSD and then GBPUSD. We wait for now. Do you understand? If the bullishness continues on the 1 hour time frame, then it's going to start reflecting on the 4 hour time frame. What we're trying to do is we're trying to not go against the higher time frames. Do you get? Because normal markets want to follow higher time frames. But then there's also another factor there is the fact that if higher time frames are going to shift, it's always going to start showing on the lower time frames. So how do we balance that out? It's just to wait. Do you understand? So once we have this high here, and this very fat low down here. So we have this low here. So honestly, I don't even want to take note of this low because I feel like price will most likely not come down here. But if market opens and then we just break to the upside, then it will start reflecting on the 4 hour time frame. So on the next retest, we start looking to buy basically. But for now, since 4H and 1H are conflicting, 4H is bearish, 1H is bullish, we're just going to wait. Do you understand? Remember, how will I even put this, guys? What we're trying to look for is what we're trying to look for is just high probability setups. Do you get? So in as much as we're waiting for, it's just gonna be on Monday only. By Tuesday, we'll start having positions in the market. Any other currency pair you guys want me to take a look at? We have looked at gold.
Yeah, boss. Yeah.
Which currency?
AUDUSD.
AUDUSD. AUDUSD. EURUSD. Okay, this person even has euro as his name.
I said, okay.
AUDUSD is not going to have. It's not going to be far from what we've seen. This one said, as if AUDUSD will shift on the higher time frame. Let's see. AUDUSD has not shifted. Who is requesting to? Which of the Mitchell be this? Recorded. So if you look at AUDUSD, it's clearly bearish. Do you understand? We have series of what? Lower lows, lower highs, lower low. Do you understand? Price is basically pushing back up to create what? A lower high. I don't know if you guys feel me.
Yeah.
But I think this is where AUDUSD gets interesting. It's because if you look at the cells are not coming from any place in particular. Let me see. This is the price tap inside that level. Price not really tap inside that level. Do you understand? So what we can look out for, like I said, every other pair, since we are bearish here, and then on the 1 hour time frame is looking bearish and bullish, I don't want us to go against the 4 hour time frame. I've lost a lot of money going against 4 hour time frame. Do you understand? Normal is always our top-down analysis. 4 hour time frame is just for our direction. Do you understand? So in the case where we're conflicting like this, like I said, what we're looking to do now, can you guys hear me clearly?
I'm hearing correct.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what we're
boss.
looking to do now is it's more or less like we're setting an ambush for price. Do you understand? We're looking for, okay, where are you going to go next? Do you understand? So whatever price do next, that's how we're going to react. So we're waiting for the market to act, then we react. I don't know if you guys feel me. So at this point here, what we're looking to do now is, okay, if price, buys from here to the upside, then it's going to start, like I told you guys, it's going to start showing on the 4 hour time frame. This next, if a buy happens next, it's going to show on the 4 hour time frame. Do you understand? And why I don't want to start buying here is because tomorrow is Monday. Like tomorrow is Monday. You know, I don't know if a lot of you have experienced Monday as a trading day, but a lot of people that have traded for a while know that sometimes Monday will just show you shaky. Do you understand? So what we're looking to do is, if the market buys to the upside and then breaks this high, at this point, it's going to start reflecting on the higher time frame. Do you understand? So what we look for now is more or less a retest continuation, just like every other one. And then even this one too. If we sell to the downside, then it means there's nothing as sweet as aligning with the higher time frame. If we sell to the downside, then it means the market is aligning with the higher time frame. Then we can start looking for sales. Or then we can start taking sales. Simple one, retest, continuation. Do you understand? Market to come back and then continuation. That's basically what we look out for. So anywhere we markets go tomorrow, and then we're going to know what we will do. Do you understand? For now, it's just to sit back and see how everything plays out. Any other market you guys want us to take a look at? Okay, I think someone said EURUSD. Let's take a look at EURUSD. EURUSD is going to be the same thing. I think I looked at EURUSD too. Oh shit. This one, I think this one is better. Like good. EURUSD has shifted on the 4 hour time frame. This one now we can start looking for buys. So if you look at EURUSD, hope you guys are paying attention. Good. So if you look at EURUSD created a lower, this is on the 4 hour time frame. Lower low, lower high. We failed to create a lower low here, but then we created a lower high. We created a lower low, and then price came back to break what? That lower high. You can see that this candlestick here closed above that lower high to the upside. You get. So in this case, we are more or less starting to shift towards a bullish market. So now what can we look out for? If we come to this 1 hour time frame now, you can look, if you look at it, you see that price basically created this low here. Sorry. 1 sec. Price basically created this low here, created lower high, and then we created low. We sort of pushed up, pushed down, and then we started shifting. Do you understand? We started creating highs and higher lows. In this case, now I've created a higher high. Very strong push to the upside. Do you understand? Now, what can we look out for? I hate all these strong impulsive moves. But then let me plot my fib and then see what it's going to look like. Shit. I'm not going to use fib in this case. So we have a resistance level here. That price basically broke above. Do you understand? So what can we look out for? If price basically comes back into this area now, we can look for what? A buy from here to the upside. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. So this place here is more or less the market is bullish, and then we're looking for the next best place to buy. This is a resistance turn to support because price has broken this resistance to the upside. And anytime price breaks the resistance to the upside, there's always that potential that once price gets back there, there'll be a buy. Now, why did I not use my Fibonacci retracement? It's because if you look at the Fib levels, yeah, this 0.618 level is just sitting out, it's just sitting there out of nowhere. They understand. Now, see where the resistance turn to support is. It's just slightly above 0.79. So it's more or less like price might come here, fail to react at the 0.618, then weak this 0.79 before the buy is to the upside. So that's why I'm avoiding my Fib for this trade. You understand? But if you still want to use Fib, if you're feeling like, let's say price not really, how will I put it now? If you're feeling like if price stop here, there'll be a reaction and then it will not basically go down to this resistance turn to support, then you can look to just enter at this 0.618, stop loss a few pips. Now look at the way I'm placing it. A few pips below the 0.7 and then we'll just target the zero. Do you understand? It's more or less like a 2.9 hour trade. So we can look out for something like this. I think this is the best way I'm going to approach it. Do you understand? In as much as there's that whole resistance turn to support there, yeah, I'm going to just approach it like this. So I think this is the best way I'm going to approach it. So this one, once price starts, let me set an alert there so that I see it by tomorrow. So once price starts approaching the 0.618 levels, I'll start looking for my entry correction on the lower time frame to basically take a buy. So EURUSD, we can basically take a buy. Do you understand? It's just to wait for price to get to our zone and then we jump on the market. Somebody is annotating on my screen. So is there any other pair you guys want us to take a look at? So I've taken a look at a couple of I've looked at a couple of pairs. So is there any other one you guys want us to take a look at? You guys don't want us to take a look at another pair. Well, I've looked at EURUSD,
Boss,
AUDUSD.
I beg, take Euro
What?
AUD.
You
Euro
guys
AUD.
like you
That
guys yes. What happened to it?
That pair they give me headache. The thing I've just been consolidating up and down. Please check it.
So here is the thing with EURUSD. Yeah. First of all, those pairs they are sort of correlated. Do you understand? They will be, that's Euro AUD. Most times they'll be moving in the same direction. So definitely there's that whole tendency that will be consolidation. Now take a look at this. See all these long weeks. It's because of that whole anytime EURUSD is buying, AUDUSD is most likely buying. Do you understand? So when it comes to cross pairs there, trading pairs that are correlated, you hardly see good trades there. Do you understand? But then let's still analyze it. Let's still analyze it and see. So if you look at this market, what trend is it leaning towards? It's more or less looking like a bullish market. So we have higher high here, higher low, higher high, and then you can see this higher low price is pushing up to create another higher high. Do you guys understand? So now, what can we look out for? If we go to our lower time frame now, what we're looking for now is where's the next best place you can look to buy. Do you understand? That's what we're looking for in our lower time frame. So let's see. I have 13 drawings on this pair. I think I've analyzed it before for somebody. So if you look at what this market has been doing on this time frame, I'm running out of time. I think it's remaining just 10 minutes for the session to end. Price created this lower low here. Price went back up to break that lower high to the upside. So there was a shift in market structure at that point. More or less created higher high, higher low. Price created higher high. Do you understand? So what we can look out for now is for price to come back and create what? Higher low. So we have to start looking for where can we buy from. Do you understand? That's the $1 million question now. Where can we buy from? So in this case, I'll prefer to use my Fib retracement. Do you understand? So we can look out for something like this. That's if the retracement starts from there. Do you understand? Stop loss just a few pips below and then we target up here. Do you understand? So this is what we can look out for if the market starts retracing at this point. What if the market doesn't start retracing at this point? Then you can look to extend your Fib. Because I doubt if the market will most likely start retracing there. So if the market extends up here, If the market extends up before it starts coming, normal, you still plot your fib and then look for that retest and then a continuation. That's basically what we can look out for on this currency pair. So someone said Euro GPY. Hope the Euro AUD person. Hope you understand what I'm talking about.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Okay, good. So let's take a look at them. Wow, God, this is crazy. I think this market is already in a bearish trend at the 4-hour time frame. Oh shit. This looks like a head and shoulder. So, okay, someone said GBP JPY. We'll look at GBP JPY after this. So, if you look at this market here, a price tapped up here, we created sort of like a higher high, higher low, higher high, equal lows, and then price failed to create another higher high, and then we broke that higher low to the downside. That was the shift in market structure to a downtrend. Now, price, it looks like price basically tapped, created lower high, lower high, and then now it's pushing down to create lower low. So what we can look up for is the next best place you can sell. And now if you look at this time frame, you see that the market was basically consolidating. From here to here like this, the market was just consolidating. Like it was just consolidating. So fuck. How are we going to look at this thing now? This one's awful. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually tough. So let's see. We have these lows here. Do you understand? I think what you can pay attention to is once price breaks this low to the downside. Once price breaks this low to the downside, you can look for a retest and then a continuation. I think that's the best way to approach it. Now, what if we don't get that break to the downside? Then we have this high here. Once price starts breaking that high to the upside, then it's a shift in market structure. Do you understand? So that's basically how you can approach it. So once you get that shift, it's more or less the market is turning toward an uptrend and then you can start looking for buys. You get that's basically what I can say about this currency pair. So let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY is going to be the last pair we'll look at. Then we go basically. Man. Honestly, I think I miss having these analysis sessions with you guys, man. I miss having these analysis sessions with you guys. It's actually, how will I put it? I think one thing I like about it is the accountability aspect. Because now, since I'm making analysis for you guys, I just have to follow my strategy strictly. But then whenever I'm analyzing, there are some things that these days, I used to just say that as an experienced trader, there are certain things that you do and then get away with it. And that thing has been pushing me off my game for a long time now. And it's because, I'm not doing analysis for you guys, so I can just do analysis for myself and then still break my rules and then no one will say anything. And then, I don't know, but let's see. I see subsequently we're going to start this our analysis sessions back. I just need to make more money. That's all. For now, I just want to make as much money as I can. So we have lower low here, lower high, lower low. Price has formed a lower high, and then now we're pushing down to create another lower low. So clearly we're in a bearish market. Do you understand? Clearly we're in a bearish market. So let's look at what we have on the lower time frame. Let's look at what we have on the 1 hour time frame. So now, if you look at it here, price basically created high, low, and then more or less small high here. Then we broke to the downside and started creating lower low, lower high, another low to the downside. Do you guys understand? So now we more or less have this low here that price is trying to break. Our price has already broken it to the downside. Do you understand? So what we can look for now is, since price has broken, we can look for what? A retest to continue the downtrend. This one is a downtrend market of the 4 hour time frame. On this time frame too is in a downtrend. So you can just look for that break. Once price breaks properly, you can look for a retest and then a continuation. Do you understand? You can either use Fibonacci or you can use this whole support down to resistance. Do you understand? So that's basically it. And like I said, this is going to be the last currency pair that I'll take a look at before we call it a night. So do you guys have any questions? Not currency pairs now. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want me to answer before we go? We have 4 minutes.
Boss. Yeah, boss, I have a question.
Okay, what is it? Good evening.
Okay, boss, I want to ask, is
yes.
the touch of a trend line a strategy? Like, is it a strategy on its own or among SMC?
Okay, so trend lines here, trend lines is strategy on its own. So if you look at the way Jeffrey Benson trades, Jeffrey Benson basically uses trend lines to trade. And that's his trading strategy. If you look at the way, I think even Habi uses trend lines sometimes. Do you understand? But Habi is more or less a support and resistance guy. Do you understand? If you look at the way someone like me trades, it's more or less, I love Fibonacci retracement. Do you understand? See, all these things, yeah, all these strategies, the difference is that it's more or less, I think one major difference with SMC and other strategies is just their approach with, first of all, top-down analysis, and then their approach of using zones. Do you understand? All these strategies, the only thing that differs is just zones. Do you understand? These zones are just places you are looking to enter your trade from. All these places are places that have potential to make price react. And honestly, if you look at it in the ordinary sense, you see this impulsive move to the downside here. From here, I'm pointing my cursor to here. This whole place here, there's a potential that price will react at any point here. Do you understand? So when I'm focusing on a certain area, it means that anytime price gets to that area, I'm looking to take my trade from there. Do you understand? So I don't have conflicting areas. But then if I have plenty of areas and then I'm like, oh, I'm using trend line, I'm using support and resistance, I'm using this one, I'm using this one. From here to here now, trend line, let me plot my trend line, you see. It will be showing me a different place to take a sell from. This is me plotting my trend line week to week. Do you understand? Look at where it's showing. Do you understand? But then when you use one zone, it's more or less you're trading anytime price gets to that zone. If price doesn't get to that zone, you are not trading. Do you understand? So it's more or less, it's a probability something. It's more or less keep doing one thing. And when you stick to doing one thing, it's much more easier to make money. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, boss, I understand.
Do you get? So when it comes to choosing a trading strategy, one thing I advise is choose something you analyze. See, Forex is not like life that is the more hard work you do that you get money. Do you understand? Trend line, I used to always run out trend line and say it's a simple something. Something as simple as trend line will give you much money. Do you understand? Something as simple as support and resistance will give you more money than someone that is even adding it up, is even going to go and call his grandfather from the grave to come and analyze. Do you understand? So just pick something you understand and then learn how to use it to the best of your ability. That's the only advice I will. In short, that's the advice I always give everybody. Do you understand?
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
So that's basically it. Any other question? Please explain supply and demand. Supply is more or less, supply is where you're looking to sell from. So any sell zone I have is a supply level. Any buy zone is a demand level. So now if you look at this place here, price just broke this to the downside. I'm looking to sell from this place when price gets there next. That's a supply level. Do you understand? It's more or less simple buy and sell. Do you understand? Supply just means sell. Demand just means buy. Do you understand? That's simply demand and supply.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? We have less than a minute, so I'll not even take another question. But you guys can drop questions on the group chat. I'll reply with voice notes. Yeah. So you guys should have a very wonderful night. Have a very wonderful trading week ahead, and then hopefully I'll catch you guys midweek, or I'll catch you guys next Sunday again. So good night, guys.
So,
Yeah.
night.